water meter. Okay, this is called water tower, this is called bubble tower, and this is the measurement unit. You have to fill up the water in this two towers and take all whatever measurements. I will show you how to take the measurements. And this is the membrane through which water will go into the soil, and we will measure hydrolytic conductivity of the soil. And I don't know what is the grade of this membrane, but this membrane will be the contact point between your soil and your instrument. Okay, so there is a connecting pipe. This is a regulatory valve which will open for water flow and all. And next thing is, in this bubble tower we will regulate the tension we need to apply, so that with the desired tension we can run this instrument, and we can measure saturated and unsaturated hydrolytic conductivity. So this is a ring on which we have to put this membrane, and we have to have a very uniform contact with soil. So it is always advised that you have to put some sand, so that we will be having a uniform contact between soil and this membrane. So what we will do, we will put some sand on in this ring area. So we will use a scale or something. We have to just make sure that the sand is below or at the level of this ring. And also this sand and this ring, it helps us to create a very horizontal surface. This instrument has to be operated in a horizontal condition. Put at some more soil. And this place inside that membrane, and your instrument, this plate, so there are some place. So we have to make sure that there is no water bubble, your air bubble is staying there. Okay, you keep this knob open so that all the bubbles will come out. So you can see that all the bubbles inside that membrane play this place. So we have removed all the bubbles. Now this knob is closed. Okay, so it is a now airtight system, so no water will flow down, and no water will come in. Okay, so now carefully place this membrane on your sand bed. Okay, so that it is uniformly contacted, and it should be in the center of that ring and this sand bed we have created. And then we have to connect this one to your main towers. Now fill up the water first to your water tower, then to bubble tower. Okay, so make sure that up to 5 centimeter it should be filled up to this level. Slow, 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 slow. Little bit more. Little bit more. More. Okay, okay. Stop there. You have to lock this one first. Okay, then close. You lock this air vent and close. So next is, we have filled up this water tower. The next part is we have to fill up this bubble tower. Okay, filled up. So it should be filled up to 7 centimeter from the top. Slow, 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 slow. Bas, 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 bas. That's all. So, it has to be filled up to 7 centimeter. Okay. Close it. To do, you have to close this knob. Okay. And little bit make it little bit tight so that it should not move without your assistance. Okay. Then close this. Paper and ready. So now our instrument is ready. You filled up your water tower and your bubble tower. Now before starting the measurements, we have to set our tension. Okay. So for setting the tension, now for this experiment, we are estimating saturated Hadley conductivity. So for measuring saturated Hadley conductivity, we have to put zero tension so that it is a free flow of water according to the Hadley conductivity value of your soil. So what we will do, we have to adjust this tube, which is basically transferring your atmospheric pressure to a certain level, so that there is a tension is created in this tube, and this tube will regulate the tension of all this system. Okay. So as I told you that we are conducting this experiment today to measure the saturated Hadley conductivity. So we will set our tension to 0. Okay. And each instrument we used to have a calibration depth or calibration head. We have to add to the desired your desired tension or desired head. So what is the procedure for assigning the head? Let's see, just come closer. So let's see, this is the water level after setting up your instrument in the bubble tower now. So what we have to do, we have to keep our this pipes top at a certain depth so that it is 12 centimeter from the free surface or the top level of water in the bubble tower. Okay. Suppose we are trying to put a tension of 5 centimeter, then what we could have done, we could have added this 6 centimeter plus 12 centimeter, it is 18 centimeter plus 5 centimeter. So we could have lowered this pipe to your 23 centimeter down. Okay. Since for this experiment we are setting a zero tension, so we will put this 6 centimeter plus 12 centimeter up to 18 centimeter. So you can see I have set that tip of your this air vent to 18 centimeter. Now we have to start the measurement process. Okay. So you can see here there are few air vents. First one is here, second one is here, third one is here. Okay. This one. So throughout our experiment, this air vent it should be closed, this air vent it should be open. So I am opening this one. Okay. This air vent you have to again open, keep it open. I have opened it. No problem. Okay. So now our instrument is ready for measurement. So now what measurements we will take? Once we will open this valve, water table will keep on lowering in this water tower. So we will note down the initial water level in the water tower. Then at each 15-second interval, we will keep on noting our measurements. So how long we will keep on doing this experiment? We will keep on taking the measurements till three consecutive rate of similar rate of fall is noticed, or for the safe side we will continue up to 5 consecutive same or similar rate of lowering of water.
कितना टाइम लगेगा?
So, now another important aspect is your data sheet. You have to prepare this data sheet prior to taking the measurements. So what you have to do, we have to make 2 columns. Okay, basically you need 3 columns. Okay, rate of lowering. So what you will do, first you note down your initial measurement now. So the initial measurement is 6.2. Okay, 6.2. It is your initial, okay, stable initial measurement. So at each 15-second interval we will keep on noting our measurements. Okay, so now another important aspect, you need to have your stopwatch. So please switch on a stopwatch. So we will start the experiment. Switch on stopwatch. Now I open this valve. Okay, now you can see the bubbles, it will come up. Please tell me whenever it is 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seconds. So it is 6.8. 6.8 means 6.9. 7. 7. So likewise you have to keep on taking the measurements. Basically the time step we have decided here, it is a arbitrary time step. Looking at the soil, its hydraulic conductivity and the flow of water, you have to decide whether you have to go for a very fine resolution or file time steps, or you have to go for in minutes. That you have to decide, because suppose it is a clay soil, so your rate of flow, it will be very low. So it is always good that you put your time steps in minutes first. So let's say 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, 4 minutes, like this. If it is a very small amount, then you can increase it up to 5 minutes or 10 minutes in 15 minutes. So you keep on doing the measurements up to the point when we were not getting 5 consecutive constant rate of fall. After that only we will stop the measurement, and we will use that rate of fall of your water. Then we will use that rate of fall of water in our calculation to get the hydraulic conductivity value. Okay.